been to Africa, there's thousands of miles of coastline, and there's just these massive rivers that dwarf the Mississippi and the Ohio River, like the Gambia, the Volta, the Niger. You had all of these African societies developing along these rivers and along this coastline.
The way that they interact with the water here. Every morning, people are at the beach. They surf. They play football here. They fish. They do any number of things that include swimming, that include their interaction with water, but they don't have the same types of general fears of the water as we have back in the States.
My family and I came up with the idea Black Kids Swim in 2015. And we credit it to our daughter, Rayven, who's a championship swimmer. We were on the way back from one of her summer swim meets, and she Googled the phrase Black Kids Swim on her phone. And all she came up with was stories about negative stereotypes about how Black people do not swim.
And I was like, maybe you should do something. And then my dad helped on, like, yeah, Ebony, why don't you do something? So then she did it. She made Black Kids Swim, and it's grown a lot.
I saw an op-ed in the Washington Post, and it was about an increase in drowning in Dakar, a city that's literally on the water. And it really hit me to know that because kids were losing their places to play because of the rapid economic development that's happening here, that they were playing on the beach increasingly and drowning. There was a ton of questions that bubbled up because of that article. So my family, my husband Ed and our 2 kids, we got on a plane and we came out just to see. What we have learned in the work of Black Kids Swim is people grow up in Jamaica and Haiti and Australia, and they still have an issue with drowning. It's a global issue.
Vous allez être les gardiens pour la mer. Okay.
Pour être nageur, il faut passer par plusieurs étapes. Il faut la familiarisation, après il faut être un tétard, après tétard il faut être un dauphin, dauphin de bronze, dauphin d'or, ainsi de suite. On est obligé, ces enfants-là, de les faire même le secourisme. Et sont des enfants sauveteurs. Parce que là, le problème de la noyade au Sénégal, bon, tout le monde sait que ça pose problème. Et voilà, il y a une future qui peut vraiment, à l'avenir, aider le Sénégal à parer ces accidents-là. Depuis 86 à nos jours, chaque année, on forme 150 maîtres nageurs.
Our focus was on the U.S. and the Learn to Swim programs that were in the U.S. and trying to make sure that we didn't have, these tragedies that happen every summer. It caused us to expand our idea of the concept of Black Kids Swim and to make it a more global concept. We were founded to increase the number of Black competitive swimmers. Very simply, there's not enough of us performing at the elite levels of the sport. We want more. But we're very clear in our mission, and that is to create more competitive swimmers. And that's because we see a lot of opportunities that surround the sport of competitive swimming. Dakar is a wonderful place. There's a lot going on here. And we've enjoyed meeting people from Les Dauphines, from the new FINA Center of Excellence at Piscine Olympique. Every week we meet someone new. So there's a lot going on here in terms of aquatics, not just learning to swim, but competitive swimming as well.
J'ai commencé à nager à l'âge de, on peut dire, 6 à 7 ans dans l'école de sauvetage des dauphins. Ça me fait plaisir de grandir dans cette discipline et d'être un entraîneur.
Every single country, every region has their own regional meets. So here there's huge swim meets that happen in Tunisia, in Nigeria, and the Ivory Coast. And the kids at the high school level are training for these meets.
Ma famille, son papa champion la woon, champion Sénégal. Sama famille aussi, ñëpp dañuy def natation, ñi ay plongeurs lañ. C'est ça. Man ma juddu fekk gars yi après ma ñëw def natation jaar sama tànku pap. C'est ça.
Open water swimming is very big here. They have the big swim to Gorée, the swim to Ngor. So there's all these different outlets of competitive swimming that I want Black kids to know about. I mean, these are opportunities for kids to travel, to have an international experience with other Black kids who swim competitively, and then who knows where they might go from there.
D'abord, c'est une passion. Je suis Lévou, je suis né à bord de la plage. Et nous, on dit que la plage est notre jardin. Donc on est grandi au bord de la plage.
During the medieval period, Europeans largely stopped swimming. They developed beliefs that water was this place that was kind of unnatural for human beings to enter. They believed that if you submerged yourself in water, for example, that actually caused a lot of the diseases that were ravaging Europe. Bubonic plague, dysentery, cholera. Africans, on the other hand, believed water was an extension of their natural place. They believed it was a place that was filled with benevolent spirits, that when one died, their spirits would use the water to go to the afterlife and then return. So it was a place that was populated by ancestral spirits, but then also benevolent spirits who could help fishermen locate shoals of fish, who could guide merchants on voyages to different ports in Africa. And that by making a dugout canoe out of these trees, they're in essence making a sacred object. So surfing developed all across Africa. I mean, you see it in societies from Senegal all the way down to Angola. It's hard to understand why it actually developed, for pleasure, or if it developed as a means for getting through waves. But you definitely have accounts of Africans surfing and body surfing dating back to the earliest account is the 1600s, but they clearly had been doing it before then.
We have a camp in Senegal, we have a camp in Sierra Leone. We are now starting a camp in Nigeria, Liberia, and Cote d'Ivoire. So in total, we're looking at more than 100 girls. I left out Jamaica. So we have Surf Girls Jamaica too. So a camp is where you go and you learn with a bunch of your friends or a bunch of people like this, learn how to be one with the ocean like us. Black Girl Surf started out of need for visibility in surfing. Women have been surfing for decades now, but you don't see a large amount of black women out here trying to surf or even go pro.
My name is Haju Samba. I'm from Senegal. I'm a professional surfer. I surf in almost for 10 years. But before I giving the class more than I surfing, yeah, when I start to surfing, they don't have a girl. I'm only girl surfing in Senegal. But now I start to giving the younger girl the class to surfing, to learn the surfing and to be in the ocean, because I want to have the more girl to surfing, because the guys can do it, the girl can do it.
When I saw that she was working in a surf camp and I kept seeing a black woman and I kept saying, oh, who's that black woman? I said, find out her name. And then we ended up sending an invitation and here she is. We're gonna do a West Africa tour. I mean, the camp is anything that you make it, but Bake Slick is all of us together in the ocean.
Once you can do more than just survive in the water, once you can do more than just not drown, there's a whole world of activities and job opportunities and entrepreneurial pursuits that are open to you. So I studied abroad, Ghana and Mexico. After college, I just kind of backpacked around Brazil for a while. Once I, read that book or see a movie or taste a dish, it's like I want to go there. I want to see what it smells like there. I want to see how they say hello there, and I'll just go. And actually, when Ed and I were dating, that was kind of when it started to get serious. I have this annual ritual where I run into the ocean at midnight on New Year's Eve. And I was like, "You want to come?"
Sure, let's go. Let's do it.